record. So thank you for jumping on the call. Hopefully we have a few other people maybe jump on. Okay, so hopefully everybody heard the recording from last week. If you weren't on last week's call, I think it's going to be really good for us all to break into the month with goals and mindset, because at the end of the day, your mindset's where it's at. So and Carrie, I love your hair, by the way. So cute. I haven't seen you in I feel like a year. Okay. So it's so good to see you. But okay, so I've been reading Rock Your Network Marketing Business. So this is just a really general book on network marketing. Some of this stuff is okay, I get it. We don't do consultations. We're not I don't know what MLM she came from. However, it has a lot of good stuff in it just about mindset. So a couple of things I want to talk about really quick. So I want to make sure you guys something that really helps me and that I think will help you is simply taking the time to break things down for people. So in a way that you're not necessarily overwhelming them with details, but it's okay to just get in their face and tell them exactly what they're getting and exactly what it's going to do for them and exactly what it's done for you and your experiences. So have confidence with what you guys are doing because you know what you've experienced. And like we talked the other day, you guys don't give yourself enough credit because we sometimes assume that we don't know, we don't have the tips or we don't have the answers, and that's not true. So I want you guys to focus on, and I've said this before, but I don't really take no for an answer with my invites. It's so unless they absolutely are no, but I'm not hearing no if they're saying that they have done this before and it didn't work, or if they're saying they don't do shakes, or if they're saying they don't have time, or if they're saying they don't have money. I have something that I can back up to all of those objections. And if you don't talk through those objections, you'll simply hear no, and then you're going to move on. So try to really take the time and I'm big, you guys know I'm big on voice clips because I think that's where it's at. Because I can sit here and I did this for the first part of my business on my phone, and it gets old and I get annoyed and I feel like I'm on my phone constantly, and I feel like I'm having to send 30 messages in the amount that I could send 2 voice clips and tell you exactly how I feel, and I can tell you exactly what I can do for you and exactly what I can do in a real hot minute about how we can get this ball rolling and how we can get started. So in my opinion, I think you should use voice clips. You should get used to using them. You should go for it. And I simply start by saying, hey, I'm going to voice message you because I'm going to use this because it's so much easier so I can explain so that we don't have to text back and forth so much. They're probably not going to send voice clips, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. They're going to hear you. They're going to hear what you have to say, and they're going to hear that you know what you're doing. And it's okay if you feel like you don't know what you're doing or you feel rusty when you send the voice clip. Who cares? They don't know that. Just wing it and do it until you freaking get good at it. Because it's going to take a lot of time off your hands. It's going to, you're going to get more personable with them right away from the get-go. They're going to just trust you. And like I said, you can just explain so much more. So take the time. To break those down. And if you need help, you need to reach out. But like I said, really try to think about where they're coming from, but then know in your mind that we can make this work because we can make anything work. Any single objection, you should be able to pretty much make work. And I understand if they literally don't have the money, I get it. But they should go on your follow-up for next month, and we should be inviting them next month, or we should be offering the 2-week free trial or whatever. So the other thing is having the confidence, and this comes from all these things that we talk about. This comes from the daily vital behaviors because you're going to gain confidence with each message you send. But you have to have the confidence that you have exactly what they need. Not me, not Jamie, not anybody else on the team, but you. You have exactly what they need. Because if you don't have the confidence to help them make a decision with their health and fitness, or help them work through something with their health and fitness, and you do show them the time and you do work through like something that maybe they feel like is really complicated, but you don't, you're like, no, we can do this. Like, here's how we could break this down. Here's how this could work. I would love to do this for you or whatever. Because if you don't have the confidence to work through it with them, someone else will. And right now is a prime time for people to be like shouting out all their products from the rooftops. And something I thought was kind of interesting that Lindsay put on our team page the other day, and I know you guys aren't in there, but something she said was just a real quick post in her team page, like, hey friends, I forget how she worded it, but basically, hey friends, don't forget to keep your eyes on your own lane. Don't forget that like what you're doing and what you're aiming for and the products that you're passionate about or whatever, basically, because you're going to see all these things flying around. And I thought it was interesting because we don't talk about this enough, and we don't talk about the fact that there are so many companies out there, because people are going to try everything. They're going to try everything under the sun. But I truly believe, guess what they're going to come back to? This. They're going to come back to this because, and this is what I tell people, this is what I tell people when I invite them to the business, this is what I tell people when I talk about a stable company. Like, you want to talk about a stable company who has been around forever, who has like a ton of evidence and research to back their products, the best trainers on the planet, like all these things. So when it comes down to the fact that I can make more money with another company, it's probably true, because I could sell the SHIT out of something that is going to be around for a hot minute and then it's going to be done. Or I can stick around and I can prove that I'm going to keep up with this lifestyle, and I can prove that this lifestyle is where it's at. And so I want you guys to think about that too when you're talking to people about a company. And I'm not saying to like, we're not here to like compare companies. I'm not here to talk about compensation plans with people. I don't care. I don't care about their compensation plan. I really don't, because at the end of the day, I couldn't support their product. I couldn't do it. I couldn't continue to promote it because I don't believe in it. So I thought that was interesting that she put that up there, because it is so true. It is. I had a girl reach out to me actually, and she was a hard sell. She is somebody who I friended, either she friended or I friended her. She reached out to me, and I'm like, I'm always very honest, like, thanks a lot, but no, thank you. I'm very, I have a very stable business. I'm very passionate about the company that I've been with for 4 years. And, like, I'm not going anywhere kind of thing. And she was a hard sell. I mean, she was like, okay, like, well, basically you can get in on the ground up, like you can get shares in the company. Like, I mean, she was on and on. So I finally, again, politely told her no. And then she came back with me, like, again, with something else. And it wasn't distasteful, Jersey. It wasn't rude, but it was just like, wow. And it was a company I've never even heard of. It was some random something that they're CBD oil, they're drinking it, they're whatever they're doing with it. So anyways, that's fine. Rock on. I gave her positive feedback. I was like, you do your thing, rock on, girl. But anyway, so try to keep your like laser focused, because sometimes the shiny objects can get to be like overwhelming. But at the end of the day, if you have the confidence that that you hold something in your hands that will literally change somebody's life, then that's golden. That's all you need. Because like I said, if you don't share it, somebody else will. And I think that you can honestly change, and I don't try to like, if someone says no, it's not like I'm trying to change their mind. I'm just trying to help them see it in a different way, see it in a different perspective. And I truly think that with your words and with your experiences, and maybe partly some of your stories, not that you want to talk about yourself a lot, but I think that you can find a way a lot of times to, at least if you're not changing their mind, you're at least redirecting their ideas to something that is manageable for them. So keep that in mind too. Like, it really can come down to how you are talking to them and how you are explaining something and how you are making it manageable and feasible for them in their schedule. Okay. Any other thing that I was going to talk about, I'm going to read a couple things from this book, like really short, not long, is, I think it's super important to be married to your system. So if you're going to treat this as a business and you're not going to have excuses, and you're going to every single day, you're going to have some sort of a system, and it doesn't have to be something that's like just ridiculously time consuming, but you need to be married to some sort of a system. And in this book, they talk about a 3-2-1, where you would literally invite 3 prospects. You would follow up with 2 from previous conversations, and you would share the opportunity with 1. You would get on the call potentially with 1. You would get in front of them in some way, whether it's via Zoom, on the phone, or meeting or whatever. Or if you wanted to step up your game, you could do a 5-3-2. So you would prospect 5 people each day. We do 5 invites, right? And then you would do 2 follow-ups, you would do 3 follow-ups, and then you would do 2 calls with people. Get in front of them, let them hear you, tell them what you have to offer them. So whether that's your system, or whether it's the Go for No, or whether it's your own tracking system, that you have something laid out, like I will do 5 invites every single day for the whole entire month of January, and I will continue through the whole entire year. And of course, you're going to build on that. Maybe you're going to crush 5, and 5 is going to be easy, and you're going to do 10. But I guarantee you, once you start making it a habit and you're married to that system, that you're going to knock it out. Like today, I sent 10 invites on my lunch break in my car, and it probably took me 10 minutes. And it's not hard because you don't overthink it. You simply ask them if they want to join you in a 20-minute workout program. If they have BOD, invite them. If they don't have BOD, invite them. Like, we're literally inviting every single person we know. Like, it's so simple, but we make it so hard. And go back to previous posts. Like I told Carrie today, I was thinking today about my previous posts. I'm like, I could find so many invites by going back to my previous posts that I've done in the past, that like, someone liked my stuff, but they aren't liking my stuff now, but maybe they're just watching me, or whatever the case is. Like I know I've lost people, or I'm losing people through the cracks because of tracking. But I also am continuously sending messages. I just think that if I were to really laser focus in on my system, whatever that may be. And like Linda the other day, she said she wasn't really digging the Go for No. And I don't know if that wasn't her exact words, but she just hadn't really got with the Go for No. So that's fine. So use whatever, use notebook, use I don't care. It doesn't matter. Like I showed this the other day. This is my notes for the call, but I showed this where like it says today, tomorrow, weekend, maybe never, near future, or someday. And like, this is from, Jamie gave me this, but it's funny because I got her the same pad, and we like literally exchanged them at the same event. It was funny. Mine came from like TJ Maxx, and she said she thinks she picked this up like at a bookstore. And I looked for these online because I was actually going to order some of them for you guys, and they're Knock Knock brand. So if y'all find them, like let someone know, because I can't find them online. Amazon has like Knock Knock brand ones, but they don't have this accomplished one, and I like what it says. But it's a simple, like, write their name down, and I like this because I could refer back to it. I could see these names, I could check, I could do a 3-day refresh topic. I could do, if I'm promoting for that, if I'm promoting for T20, like I'm doing 2B, whatever. I know what I'm doing here, and I can keep track. Or get a binder. Like, I'm not that organized. I'm not that like emerald of a personality that I love to like, I don't like to really write. I just want to do it and be done with it. So, which isn't a good, that's not a good tip, but that's just what I typically do. And then, or jot a few things down, but I know like some coaches love to really like write everything. And that's great if you do, but figure out what works for you and commit to that system. And then of course you're going to build on it, and you're going to change it and tweak it. And that's okay, because nothing is ever going to stay the same. Okay. So I want to read a couple things to you from this book, just a couple things that I think is awesome. So I posted a couple pictures, a couple days ago. One of them was basically, what was it? One of them was, what the heck was it? Well, here's a little clip that I like from this book. There will be ups and downs on your journey. Success requires you to fail forward. Discipline your disappointments, and don't deviate from your mission, and be driven by your dream. You can either give up when times are tough, assuming your business isn't working for you, which I think is so easy for us to think that it's just not working for us, that we're not getting a certain place at a certain time. And I've been there. I've had that mindset, and it will only disappoint you. It will only drive you further away from your goals because, and it's simply mindset. And just like today, like it just blows my mind. I think about the things now that I've changed my mindset from how I used to be and how I used to think. And I mean, I still struggle, but like my mindset's completely different from what it used to be. And sometimes I'll reflect on my thoughts and I'm like, okay, that's just a mindset. Kind of like last night. Last night I couldn't sleep because I knew I had to get up today. I thought about all the things I had to do today. I thought about how I had to get my workout in, and Summer had this, and I had to work with her and do this. And then I had this call and I needed to have my notes, and I was going to be at work all day and blah, blah, blah. And so it's just this, and I put it in my post today kind of because like, it's just this uneasy feeling of like, where as if it was a Friday night, I wouldn't be thinking about any of that because I would have that peaceful feeling. So it's all mindset because today's no different than any other day. Today's going to go how I want it to go. Today's going to be as smooth as I want to envision that it's going to be. And so anyways, it just blows my mind sometimes if we can reflect on our mindset and how it's literally a mindset shift that will get us further to feeling at peace and feeling successful, if you will, because a lot of times we don't feel successful because we didn't sell a challenge pack, or we didn't hit Success Club, or the girl said no. Oh, that's what the thing was. I love how my favorite thing in this book, I think, was how you don't tie your emotion. Take all the emotions out of what could be as far as if their answer is going to be no. Who cares? Like, so you're waiting for somebody who you think's going to buy a challenge pack from you Friday, and you're holding out for them, right? I've done it a million times. It's like you're excited. You got them on the hook. Like, they're get paid on Friday. You know they're going to order because they were so excited about it. And then they don't. And then there's crickets. And then you're frustrated because you counted on those Success Club points, or you counted on the fact that was making you feel empowered because she was going to say yes. And it doesn't even matter. Like, if she said yes, doesn't really matter. Yeah, you made $50 a commission, and yeah, you got someone on your team, and I mean, or someone in your group, and that's a wonderful thing, but it doesn't define your success, and it doesn't make your success really grow a whole lot faster. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really make or break your income or your business. And so anyways, just try to really try to focus on how you're thinking and how you're going about the way you target and reach out to people. Because I used to be like, oh, please, can I just sell something? Or please, can I just hit Success Club early in the month so that then I don't have to focus on it and I don't have to dwell on it. But now I don't even dwell on Success Club because I'm going to send the invites anyways. I'm going to reach out to people anyways. And whoever's going to say yes is going to say yes. And whoever's going to say no, I have no control over. So try to shift your mindset in more of a excited. We're doing T20. I'm so excited that everybody in the Beachbody world's doing T20 together. We're all starting at the very same place and we're all ending it in 6 weeks at the very same date. I think that's amazing. I think that's right there, 100% top reason why you should join me in doing T20 because this is a big deal and you're going to get amazing results. And at the end, you're going to be able to share along with us. And you're going to hold yourself accountable because like I said, you don't want to get behind on your journey when we're all trucking away. So whatever it is, you have to and I think that takes time. Some of that takes time. Some of that takes reflection on, how you treat yourself when you are working this business. And I've had to just learn that I can do this and learn that I'm no different than any other top coach and you're no different than me or any other person on our team or whatever. And I think you just have to try to use and that's personal development. That's sticking with the business when it gets hard. Because when you do, it's going to get hard and you're going to hit a plateau. My business is on the up right now. It's booming. I've got I've got a lot of customers. I'm already at Success Club 10 or 12. And I'm not even slowing down, but that's not going to let's just be real. That's probably not, I'm not being negative. I'm just saying I'm going to have another dip in my business. I'm going to have a place where I'm well, crap, I feel like it's really stagnant right now. So, but right now I'm going to let my mindset just continue to lead me. So hopefully that helps you guys too with just like not focusing on the no's and having the no emotion attached to it, because it'll just break you down. It'll continue to disappoint you. Okay, so it said you can either give up when times are tough, assuming your business isn't working for you, or you can continue to learn your own life and leadership lessons as you move forward. As you move ahead, you'll eventually find success as long as you don't quit and you continue working. And the other thing too that I shared was just that, like, we're all going to find our aces in our odds. We all have maybe not the same odds, but we're never going to know our odds until we actually stick with it to move forward, to get somewhere, to be successful, before we can reflect and be like, wow, like, you know, this is what I had to go through to get there. But you won't know until you like do it. And there's so much growing and so much of a journey within that time period that we don't think about sometimes. So yeah, basically that's it. That's pretty much all I wanted to really go over in this book. There's a lot of good stuff. I think had I read this early on in my business, I think I would have found a lot more ahas, and I think it's great. I think it's a great tool. I think this would be great for new coaches. I think this would be great for coaches starting to really dive into their business, because it really just talks a lot about consistency, following up, you know, exposure, meeting with people, like having coffee with someone, giving them a Shakeology pack, giving them an Energize pack, and saying, here, thank you for your time. Try this pack. You know, I hope you like it. I want you to follow up with me, or I want to follow up with you when I finish, you know, blah, 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 or when you finish and try it. And really, like, the other thing too is what we're going to focus on this year is just duplication. So am I frozen? Shoot. Hold on one second.
It's her that froze.
Jess,
I can't hear.
Jess.
Okay.
I can hear Tabitha briefly, and I can hear Jess.
Yeah, do you need me to talk? I just see you blinking in real time, I think. I guess I don't know how I would know that she's blinking in real time, but
Am I frozen or no?
no, you're good now.
So anyway, sorry, my phone died, and of course I'm using my hotspot so I can do this call. So my phone's dead now, and like now I'm just using my Wi-Fi, which is like terrible. So hopefully that helps you guys. Hopefully that helps you. Like, I want to focus on duplication. I want to make things really duplicable, because when we get new coaches involved, we want to make this easy for them. We want to make this a simple thing for them to share. Like, I think we get so hung up in all the things that we're simply sharing. That's it. Like, and if we're being a product of the product, and we're getting results, and we're feeling good, and we're feeling confidence, then we're not going to have a trouble sharing. You know, it shouldn't be hard. And when you're, like I said last week, when your actions like align with your goals, like you're going to see those goals in place, and you're really going to see like a huge jump in your business. And like, I want to give a huge shout out to Carrie, who jumped in literally today and sent out 60 messages, 60. Okay. And I'm sure she sent out way more. That was like at noon. I don't even know what she's done since then. So that's awesome. And in a lot of those messages, I'm sure we're just reconnecting. How are you? Like, you know, it's okay. Like, people understand that stuff happens and you step away from your business, but your business is going to be here. Like, I stepped away for several months. My business is still here. Did it grow? No, but it was still here waiting on me to get back and to take advantage of the opportunity. So, does anyone have any questions? Before I forget, just a reminder that Saturday, and I'm going to post this when I get off of here, Saturday morning, I'm having like a mini power hour training at my house at 9 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's welcome to come. No big deal if you can't. Don't feel like it's something you have to get to, because I know some of you guys have a drive. but you're totally welcome to just come. We're going to work a little, and we're probably going to kind of do some talking about Emerald, getting to Emerald, and then duplicating and going Emerald, basically. So, Jess, did you have anything to say really quick, or anybody else?
Yeah, do I? Oh, I didn't realize I wasn't muted this whole time. I hope there wasn't a lot of feedback. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I just wanted to kind of build on what Tabitha said, like that, excuse me, like I took the end of the month last month and this, you know, the beginning of this month, and I've just really been hitting it hard with invites and with messages. And I like told Tabitha at the end of last weekend, I'm like, okay, I should be at Success Club 6 by Monday. All these people said they want to jump in. And then the same thing kind of happened to me. Like, okay, crickets, or they decided not to, or whatever. So what I'm focusing on is like not letting that slow me down. Cause like she said, that can get like super frustrating. And you know, but what Tabitha said to me tonight is she's like, you're there to help that person, but you don't need them to, you know, make you successful this month. Like you don't need that, like Tabitha said, that one person to like make it or break it for you. So that's a big thing for me right now. And I know that this Transform 20 is going to be huge. You guys, our sugar group is amazing. Like we have 160 some people in there. It is like I can't keep up with my notifications. So if anybody sees anything that I need to like attend to, like just text me, call me, whatever, because I'm not kidding you. Like I think we've really got a lot of motivated people in this sugar group that we can invite, you know, because basically the sugar detox is just a more restricted version of what we're doing. And it's just going to open them up a whole bunch of new, like, okay, this is how we do our containers. This is how we do to be mindset. This is how like we live as coaches, right? And we still enjoy life and we still get results. So really use the sugar group too, to encourage the people that you put in there that they can continue this and make it a lifestyle change. And no, they don't have to have zero sugar from here on out, but you know, we can encourage them to do the healthy things that we do. So, and
Here, buddy, let me see. That's fine.
we're not doing and I think that's really going to help us like show a lot of people you know, how these programs can really change their life and make things simple. So I think that's really all I had. Are we doing anything else, Tabitha, as far as groups go?
Not that I'm aware of.
This month?
Not that I'm
Coach
aware
Sneak Peek, anything?
Not that I'm aware of at this time. Did you
Okay.
Okay. But I'll like keep you updated on that because my brain is not.
Okay.
Okay, you guys, thanks for jumping on. I gotta go because I'm at 1% again. Okay, we'll talk soon.
I think she's trying to tell us thanks for jumping on the call.